Damn, chill, you got another one?
What's poppin'? You already know the deal. You are now rockin' with no chill for real. We about to get ill. What did you expect for me to bow down, get soft and talk politically correct? They consider me a threat, especially if they goofy, cause I clown guys, no lies, I just do it truthfully. It's on the house like Snoopy, it's free in other words. I'm a nightmare to these super squares and nerds. I barbecue 'em with words when I'm through commentating. One thing you'll never see me ever do is hating, lying, exaggerating, or fabricating for views. If you not built for the street like a pair of shoes, as square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. You square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes.
Gotta stay going in.
All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. You are now rocking with No Chill for real. I'm not your doctor, so fuck how you feel, man. You already know what it is, man. Yeah, this is my other channel, man. No Chill for real. I'm gonna leave a link in the descriptions. I'm just doing it on this channel in hopes of driving some traffic to my other channel, where I'll be talking about everything under the sun that's unrelated to prison, man. So right here, we getting into a J Hood video today, man. I don't know if you guys are familiar with J Hood. I'm not extremely familiar with the brother, but he recently just came home from doing maybe 9-10 years in prison. Some of that time he had a YouTube channel, and so I seen him maybe a few months ago, maybe a year or two ago. I don't know exactly how long it was, but he's finally made it home, man. So anyway, I guess him and Crip Mac, Crip Mac didn't call his phone being disrespectful or whatever, but let's get into the video, man.
Yo, we back for another one. And you know who it is. It's me. I'm J Hood, the baby. You hear me? And I need some advice from my good peoples, from my supporters. I need y'all to jump in that comment section. First off, y'all know how I start all my videos. All praise the Most High. Because without God, we can do nothing. We ain't nothing. If you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in a higher power, I think you need to pick up a book and do some research, because God is real. And he's good all the time. Everything happens for a reason, and it's all blessings. But a few little topics I want to touch, and I need your advice. How should I handle it? So yesterday, I'm in the 80s. I'm in the Hoovers, you feel me, with the homies from Hoover. And I get a FaceTime. It's Adam 22. I answer the phone. What up, Adam? As soon as I get on the phone, this dude, Crip Mac, jumps on the phone. Disrespectful. No, cuz, you ain't hood. I'm the infidel general.
Hey, man, listen, I hear a lot of cats doing a Crip Mac impression, man, and that's definitely one of the more better Crip Mac impersonations that I've heard, man. Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
I'm like, what the hell is you talking about? Nigga, 55th Street, you bitch ass. And then start dissing. I'm the HK Destruction. The homies from Hoover all looking at me because, his FaceTime is on speaker. I'm like, no, cuz, I didn't even know this nigga was finna call. The homie so disrespect, like, nigga, the homie so disrespect, he get irritated. Everybody get irritated. This nigga Crip Mac get extremely disrespectful. And I'm like, he dissed the Trey. He just dissed all type of, like, child. He was just a childish, you can know he ain't nobody. And I know it's all a gimmick. But that's really how he act around his homies, but that's not really him. That's not Crip Mac. I know he doing it for content, because he really a buster. To be honest, like, that's buster shit. Because he 33 years old. He told me, I'm 30 trap years old, nigga. And I'm the infant loc general. I'm like, nigga, how is you an infant loc and you older than me? Nigga, I'm a tiny gangster. I'm a TG. How are you an infant? Niggas infant locs that's 20 right now. It's infant loc that's 16 right now. Nigga, you not no infant loc general. You an infant loc babysitter. Nigga, you look like a fool. First and foremost, if you was a gangster, a loc, a real loc, you wouldn't say nothing behind a nigga back that you wouldn't say to their face. When you in jail, you don't diss Hoover. You don't diss the Trey. You don't diss the B. You don't do that, dude. And that's because them dudes is right there and they'll hurt you.
So it sounds like what he says, because I think I've seen in a video, basically he was saying that he was locked up with Crip Mac, right? So basically what he's saying is, man, when Crip Mac is locked up in the county jail among all these enemies or among all these different sets and stuff that he disrespect online or on camera or whatever, he's not like that. So yeah, let's get back into it.
But on these podcasts, on these cameras, you put on this facade like you really like that, gang. And that's weird. And I don't respect that. I know you a little slow, but you ain't that slow, fool. And you a grown man. I started to say, you said you would fight me. You said you would give me a fade. But I feel like I'll be picking on the weak. If I
All right, let's keep, like I said, we on No Chill for real, man. And I'm not your doctor, so I don't care how you feel. We gonna keep it 100, man. We didn't see Crip Mac squabble, especially before this last couple of times he got into it with the cat Dean the Great. But we, or at least I have, right? I've seen him in a few times, even just, he was boxing when he was training with 600. And at this point, man, until this dude gets some further boxing training, Crip Mac shouldn't use his hand for shit except for throwing up gang signs, man. So, I don't really pick Crip Mac in winning any fights, right? The only thing that would somewhat keep Crip Mac, in my opinion, in some fights is just his natural size, him being so big, right? And so, because the dude that he was fighting the other day, Dean the Great is 5'6", 135 pounds, 140 pounds. He is a very small dude, man, and to be able to put Crip Mac down and Crip Mac not even show a chance in winning that fight, no, man, I wouldn't be interested in seeing Crip Mac do anything with his hands, man, except for maybe finger paint or press a couple of elevator buttons or something like that, man. I'm just keeping it 100.
I'll fight you. So I'm gonna let the supporters, the community, you feel me, decide. Would I be wrong if I whoop Crip Mac ass? Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be like an unfair fight. It's going to be like a cheetah versus a gazelle.
All right, let me stop it right there, man, and give you my honest thoughts on that. I definitely wouldn't want to see these two brothers come to blows in the street and get into it in any type of way where it can lead into some street activity and somebody unnecessarily getting hurt, right? But I mean, if you guys was to get into the ring and get some bread up out of it, man, I definitely 100% would say for sure, man, go for it. Ain't nothing wrong with a little, squabbling a little lefts and rights with all your might in the boxing ring, in a controlled environment, once again, where both you individuals are getting paid. Crip Mac is a content creator, and no disrespect to Crip Mac, right? He, at this point in time, man, the dude cannot fight. You gonna have some dudes out there that get upset or whatever, but Crip Mac is just not a fighter at this point, man. And to say anything other than that would not be keeping it 100 like we keep it on this channel right here, man. I'm not being politically correct over here, you know what I'm saying? It is like it is, straight down the pipe, you know what I'm saying? And so, not to say that he won't fight, because I didn't have some homies who they will fight anybody that called him out, but being able to fight and being willing to fight is two separate, different things. And that's all I'm trying to, drive home.
It's going to be like a tiger versus a gazelle. It's going to be like a liger versus a kitten. No, I want y'all to get in that comment section and let me know what I should do. How should I handle this? Because it's like he called my phone, disrespected my friends. He disrespected me. He disrespected everything. And I know that's not. Come on, cuz. I feel like a nigga need to teach you a lesson, dog. Like you steady getting beat up online every other day. You get knocked. And people, hey, look, for people who don't know, him getting knocked out online, that's not fake. That's how he fight in the county jail. He get hit 1 or 2 times and he flop like a fish. He just flopping like a fish back there in the ring.
I can't quite remember who it was, right? So I'm not going to say, but I seen earlier, I think, where you had a content creator kind of like take J Hood to task, basically saying, you know, you got one Crip outing another Crip, right? By basically saying that he couldn't fight or he was soft or whatever. But at a certain point, man, you know, Crip Mac still has to be accountable for his actions and the things he say. You know, when Crip Mac, you know, takes on this disrespectful persona, you know, you are going to have individuals, you know, verbally punch back, whether the dude is a little bit of slow or whatever, right? Before Crip Mac went to the pen on this last one, when he was working with China Mac, I seen a dude go into the bank, man, and I believe cashed like a $18,000 or a $20,000 YouTube check. There is definitely money for that dude to be made, man. You know, he's entertaining. A lot of people find him hilarious, right? But I was hoping that when Crip Mac got out of the prison this time, got out of the pen, he would stay away from this gangbanging stuff, man, because his gangbanging stuff is serious and it can get risky and get tricky at time, man. And that's the thing that, you know, I wish Crip Mac would have people in this corner that he would pay more attention to, or people who would tell him to shy away from that and just get your bread, man.
You feel me? He getting beat up by 18-year-olds. He's a walking punching bag. And you diss my hood. And I don't care about that shit no more. I'm a grown-ass man. You diss my hood. You diss Hoover. You diss the trade. Nigga, we grown men. We all grown. Nobody care about that no more. Right?
Let me stop one last time and applaud you for that, right, J Hood? Because in this YouTube space, you know, people think it's cool to be disrespectful, right? And, you know, I am glad that I grew up in an era where YouTube wasn't something, or social media wasn't something that I was doing every day, man. You know, so in the era that I grew up in, eventually, you know, I was taught to learn to be respectful. I mean, dissing somebody on social media is one of the weakest things you can do, because it doesn't matter if you're 20 minutes away or 295,000 miles away. You can't get to the dude right then and there. And sometimes in this space, when an individual gets disrespectful, you have other individuals watching YouTube that want to see you enter the same type of disrespect. And that's easy. It's easy to come on here and be disrespectful, man. The harder thing to do is stand on man time and say, you know what, man, I'm not even going to engage in that stuff. I'm not just to disrespect your hood. I'm not just to look crazy. I'm not just to disrespect you. But if we, you know, run across each other, maybe we'll figure it out in some type of way. So just kudos to that, man. And you know what I'm saying? For the cats who believe that back and forth YouTube shit to a certain point is cool, you know, because I know we human and we all lose it at from time to time. But that's not something, me personally, that I want to engage in on a full-time basis, just being disrespectful. I can understand a little clowning, but just honestly going back and forth, it's not a good look.
But you need to learn your lesson, dog. You really like a damn fool. I didn't diss back because I got respect for real 5'5" and 5'7", cuz I know ODM Slim, Lil C Bop, that's Lil C Bop. I know Infant Bop, nigga. I know nigga Bang, nigga 50 Bang, nephew, a 7, BK7, my little nigga. I know Gutter Boy. I know some real 5'7s and some neighborhood 50s, nigga. Mad, nigga. That's Lokes. 5 Fingers. You feel me? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna diss your hood. I'm not gonna do none of that. ODM, if you feel like it's a, you know, you done see me fight a few times. You done see me kick ass. plenty of times, fool. So if you feel like it's fair, like set it up. You feel me? Or I got a young homie right here that'll beat Crip Mac ass. I got a few young homies that want to beat his ass. And the homie suspect from A-Trey Hoover want to beat cuz ass too. But if you feel like, he's slow and that's preying on the weak, we can leave it alone.
Once again, man, shout out to J Hood, on his maturity. And at the end of the day, I don't want to see, you and C-Mac get caught up in a physical altercation, homie. But if you guys can figure it out, get into the ring, get some bread behind it, I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying? We as content creators, we all in this to get some money. You know what I'm saying? And so what's a little, lefts and rights once again, if you're going to get some bread for it. So anyway, man, thank you for rocking with No Chill for real. I'm not your doctor, so fuck how you feel. And to the next episode, y'all be sure to respect the code.